Good morning, everybody. My mic's on. Yep. How's everybody doing this morning? We're starting out with an awesome match. This both Masters teams. And this is the A-side semi-final of the Masters teams. Calgary versus Edmonton. Good morning, Clark. Jeremy with the dry break. So, hey Chad, I'll try to keep track of the scores as best I can. Got playing on two tables, total points. Good morning, Lan. This is A-side semi-final. We had this match moved here this morning. They were scheduled to play on a different table, so let's see how well these guys play morning pool. No, 8 is not on a win on a break. It's breaker's choice to spot it and continue shooting, or re-rack and re-break. He's looking to go low ball if he can here, maybe. He's calling the 2-ball. Should be able to draw this into that 7 on the rail, or slow roll it up and play that 7 all the way up in that top left corner there as we're looking at it. My team is out. Oh yeah. Good morning, David. Yeah, our both games we didn't play very well, but our second match we tied after the 25th game. We were tied on total points, so we had to play the last round over again, and we ended up losing by 4 points, I think, 3 points in that right down to the last game again. So, but we played terrible. But that happens, so. No, he came a little close to the 7 to go all the way up, but if he's going to miss this, miss it big and go off that 9 ball, but just like that. Not sure if that 1 goes in that sort of top right corner as we're looking at it there, but he's in tough here. Don't think he can see that 3 ball. Hey, Carol. Yeah, high ball at the start, though. It had that 2 hanging in that corner pocket, blocking 3 or 4 of those high ball at the start, so that's why he went with the low ball. If I can get everybody to share the stream, that'd be great this morning. No, it's Monday morning. It's a holiday here in Alberta. Family day, long weekend. I believe it's holiday down in the States too. I'm not sure. Nope. 5 is sitting right in the middle of the table there, just right where his cue is. All by itself. That's the 5 ball. So that was the 3 ball that he's just sunk. That was over the bottom corner there. Actually, yeah, sorry. I am. I didn't send it over. So I'll go back to this other one. Sorry. You're watching I was setting stuff up and flipping back and forth and hadn't sent it over to the stream side. I got two screens on my laptop. One's one where I can set up and change graphics and everything around. The other one's showing what was live, and I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. So we're back to the one that you guys were watching. I was watching the other one here, so. Just got to get himself on that 15 ball properly here to cut it down to that corner. So, President's Day in the States. Everybody's off, so hopefully we can get a bunch of people watching then today. Like I said, if everybody could share the stream, that'd be great. And AIM, or AIM from Edmonton, just broke and ran that table that I'd started commentating on, thought we were watching. No. No way. Most of the French-speaking Canadians are down in Quebec. It is our official second language. But especially in Alberta here, you don't come across a whole lot of people. Be quite a few people that can speak French, but not that you openly hear or see. My experience, anyway. Yeah, and Nigel commenting there on points. Nigel's actually the tournament director here at the tournament. So, John's at the table here. He looks familiar. That's him on the left, top right of the Mike Burton Remax team. That's Mike on the left-hand side of that graphic. Mike, and Mike. That's the Remax team. This actually team's Bainola. Hamza, how you doing? There you go. Glenn's got it right. Now we just need our Prime Minister and your President to take a long vacation together down to Antarctica for the next 10, 15 years. That's going to be tough to play safe. It doesn't go anywhere. John should be out here. He's set up on his only real tough ball to start out with. Yeah, at these guys' levels, you get to a shot like that where you're down to your last ball and there's no real worry play safe or anything like that. It's usually ends up in game over. So unless you can really tie something up, but if you're giving ball in hand, usually won't matter. So might as well swing for it. Maybe get a little bit lucky. Good hit. Mine's froze here too, so I don't know why. Let me switch to the other table where I can see if I can. I don't know why that's froze. We're running good on the stream here, guys. Mine actually froze too, which is funny because I follow along on the comments. Just back out and reload it, and it should work. It was a good hit. Sorry. I run along. I have my tablet running beside. That's where I follow your guys' comments. So I actually got my laptop screen, my tablet, and then watching live as well. So if you guys do have something like that where it's freezes up or something like that, just comment on there and we can double check on our end if everything's going good, or if I'm commenting on the wrong match or sound's not good, just let me know. Like I said, guys, I'm morning, Henry. We'll switch back over while they're racking there. I'll try to keep track of the scores here. I'll have to update sort of after every round, but total points playing on the two tables, and we can be looking at one match away for a matter of a minute or two, and they could run the other table. So try to keep the scores as close as possible. So here comes Mike Abou to the table. If you guys were watching, yesterday he played Steven in the final of the Masters singles and lost to Steven. Steven double dipped that to win. So there should be no issues with him getting out here. Ooh, that kicked off that rail pretty good. So, close match so far. No. He was on the 8. It's not a loss, it's just ball in hand. Only way it's a loss is if you sink the 8 and the cue ball at the same time. Otherwise, it's ball in hand for your opponent. It's total points, David. So, 25 games, total points. Match ends when it's impossible for one team to win. Hey, Roger. Yeah, like Nigel said there, if the 8 leaves the table, that's a loss. Nice shot. Who is Mike Burton? He's actually playing this match here. You'll see him. He's the one in the middle in that graphic at the top. It's John on the left and Mike Abou on the right of the Remax team up there. So where's everybody watching from this morning? It's looking like he's got a kick at this. We're going to be down to the Livy. We're going to be down in Niagara Falls in March for the CCS Canadians. Nice shot. Yeah, all Canadian so far, almost. David's down in the States. Yeah, these guys do shoot good. First place for the Masters teams, I believe, is a little over $4,000 prize money. Ooh, getting TV shots on each table here. Well, thanks for tuning in, Kimberly. Morning, Patrick. I don't think this game's going to last too long on this table here either. There's not many problems. Morning, Marvin. He did call that, Kimberly. It was on purpose. He played that. He called that pocket. It's the only way it would have gone there. He got unlucky there. I think he's frozen to that 11 ball now. I think the only one he can shoot at is that, maybe that 3. He might have the 4 here as well. Didn't expect to see you for a while. Yeah. You see you right out front. Drugs? Sorry, guys. I had Grant. Grant come sit down beside me here. He texted me at about 3 in the morning, so he's got to be a little tired.
I'm a lot tired.
Yeah.
And that was when I texted you.
Yeah.
We sat here and talked for a half hour after that until security said get out. Because there was nobody else here. So that's why we left the queues. And the ending last night of that match was unbelievable.
Who was playing last night?
I can't. It was Edmonton.
Yeah.
Came down to the 25th game. It was Brian Butler's team that needed the win. They needed the 10 points. The other guys, which was Jeff Wamless, which is Brian's manager at Top Shots. So his team needed 4 balls. Brian breaks Fryer, misses his first shot. Needs 4 balls. Sinks 3, leaves him shelf. A little bit tough. Small little back cut into the corner. Chops at it, jumps over the fucking ball and misses ball in hand. Brian's got 2 balls left at that point. So he's got the 2 ball, the 8 ball. Ball in hand. Misses the fucking 2 ball. Everybody in the room was on the stream. We were like, hey, how do you complete this?
Yeah, he's telling me about that there, Gord. Brian's team end up losing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Is that a B-side or A-side?
B-side. That was for elimination.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to run and grab coffee and then come back and then I'll throw my set.
If I can get my truck towed, can I get a ride back with you?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever time, I'm gonna get him to drop it off at my house.
Yep.
I was looking, I'm glad I got the AMA Premier RV membership.
Yeah.
I'll tow it 400 kilometers.
Oh, you're safe.
Well, I got 4 tows up to 160 kilometers and one at like 400. And I did from, when I looked last night from the hotel, it was 158 from the hotel to my house.
Yeah.
Right, so I mean, I got more than enough to.
What's going on, Brad? What? Late. Fuck, I was here till at least 3 last night. You guys are expected to be here all the time. Ryan was here. I'm good. Covered. Give me a hard time. You made that fucking nipple right off your...
Grant doesn't have his mic on. He's got to run to Tim Hortons to grab some coffee. They were, like you were saying, he was here till almost 4 a.m. this morning in the room. I took the pictures this morning. I was the first one in here at 10 after 7, but I was in bed by midnight. So other than my truck breaking down, I got to get it towed 170 kilometers home today. It's been a good weekend so far. Had some module or something go on my truck, so it'll be $1,000 to $1,200. So breaking even for this tournament just got a lot harder. Traction control something or other in there. I can go like 8 kilometers an hour, and it's put my foot down. It's like the traction control, but it's in power reduced, and it's saying on my screen right down. It's like you're spinning on a traction control. Yeah. It's I got a GMC 3/4 ton HD truck, and it's the traction control unit or something in there is gone, and it's Like when you're the anti-slip, when it's like it's spinning, it's barely moving along, and it's saying on my screen power reduced. It's like I'm spinning on ice, and it takes the power away. So something wrong with. I looked it up. It's something wrong with that module, and it's about $1,200 by the time I'm done, plus a 200-kilometer tow home. Find a few money match. That just cost me more money. Is all that do the way I'm shooting.
Yeah, too many sharks in this room to go find.
Yeah. Where's the novice division? I might be okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know how or why I woke up, but I did. Stupid internal clock.
I was going to text you this morning and say, I thought you said the computer was under the table. Where the hell, what'd you do with it?
Yeah.
When I saw the keys there, I see you fucking BB running down here. I'm like, no, I won't do that to him.
No, don't do that to me. What's the score over here?
I don't know. That was up to date 2 games ago. But I was going to message Mark and say, why don't we start that raffle today, but we'll leave it so.
Mark. Oh, yes.
We'll do it in-house there.
We'll do it in-house there.
You'll have to talk to Karen and see if you can get one of those cues today too. She promised this one or both. I talked to her last night before I left. I talked to her for about 10 minutes. And not about the cue, we're just talking. She doesn't have. I said, how's your cue wrap going? And she both the girls quit.
Wow.
She goes, I don't know if I have anybody lined up for Penticton. And I said, well, we're doing 1 or 2 in there, but I said, Shannon's got the whole week and she's looking for cash, so I'm sure in between she'll go around and do.
Oh yeah.
So I said, I'll talk to her, and she said, oh, I appreciate that. Let's get on the good side and see if we can get a couple cues out of her. How many teams left? This is down to, right now, this is the A side semifinal, so there's 4 on the A and 8 on the B side. Like I said, first place is about $4,200 or $4,400. It does help. I mean, it adds some pressure and stuff, and these are really fun to play in. There's always a bunch of great guys here. Fun to get out. We really enjoy these big events. Any tournament you can play in that adds a little bit of pressure, and especially if you're playing the better players.
Play levels out.
Yeah, always try to find somebody better to play than you. Ask and watch what they're doing, and if you got any questions, hopefully they're good enough. Most of the guys in Calgary, everybody will help you out and give you pointers and ask what they're doing.
And record yourself.
Yeah, and if you get a chance, set your phone up. If you got a table at home, set your phone up and record yourself playing. That's the best thing to do.
And then buy a sure shot.
Yeah, and like Grant was just saying, we have scrolling across the top there, that Sure Shot aiming device we got really helps if you want to practice too. Straighten your stroke, where you're aiming. You can't go wrong for $20 or $25. If you're down in the States, if you go to the SureShotBilliardsSite.com, as you see across the top there, click on the CSL viewer and you type in that CSL pool all in caps. It'll get you 10% off that device, and they'll ship it right to you. And we have them here in the tournament room as well. That's David Evans, and I'd seen he was watching this morning, so. I was showing a little bit yesterday. I threw one on my cue as I was hitting some balls around, and especially like Grant does, myself does, before we play in one of these tournaments. As you're warming up, you throw it on there, and it's as you're practicing, it helps you straighten your stroke outs, get your aiming down, even up to the master level player here. It'll instantly tell you if you're twisting your wrist or your stroke's off, because it'll show you cockeyed. A couple of the shots I missed yesterday, when I look at the end of my shot, that sure shot's turned to the right or the left, and it shows if it's turned to the right, I missed the ball to the left. A little bit of tip steer to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna go get coffee.
Want to bring me back a tea?
Okay.
Want to bring me back a tea?
Text me.
Text you. Okay.
Extra large tea.
Triple.
Yeah, whatever you want. Just text me because I won't.
Okay, guys, I'll update the scores after this game here. Yeah, and I mean, it instantly shows you what you're doing with that thing on there. And same thing even in your practice stroke as you're lining up with the ball. It's great because if you're lining up and you're stroking, you'll see it. If you're twisting, you'll see that moving. It's very simple and it works great. You get 4 of them for that $25. It fits over your tip and sits right at the end of your ferrule. Looks like a little gun sight. There is no time clock here. $98 tables in the room here. Not on this room. That we're sitting in. There's 24, but in the main room we got a total of 98 tables at this tournament. I'm going to walk over and double check their score here, see where we're at, and I'll update it. It's back close up, 53-51 for AIM Edmonton. So, we're all up to date on the scores. How's it going? Good. You guys still playing?
What happened?
Hmm.
Couldn't get it together.
Got Ben Francis going to join us. He's going to run outside quick and he'll be back in. Yeah, these guys are amazing players. Team Spainola there, these guys joined the league about the same time I did, 22 years ago, 23 years ago we've been playing. I believe they've finished down in Vegas in the top 5 a few times over the years in BCA and VNEA. Well, thanks for tuning in, Jed. We got about 2 months of great pool coming up. Starting a week tomorrow here, we'll be out in Penticton, BC for the CCS BC Championships from Penticton, British Columbia. We'll be out there all week, 6 days out there, playing and streaming that whole event. That's right, total of 10 points.
Just wondering what software you're using for this.
Wirecast Pro.
Wirecast?
Yeah.
No, I run tournaments back out in Winnipeg, and I've always been thinking about doing streaming and stuff. So I was just wondering, what's the cost of that?
$1,500 US.
Holy, don't do that much.
They got a basic version,
Yeah.
and that's about $500 US, somewhere around there.
Probably get the guys that own the place to vouch for that. So
Yeah, if you guys are interested and you want to start doing that, we can have you guys stream through our site.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we already got the following, right? So,
Okay.
and we're looking to add
No, for
people
sure.
around, right?
Do you have a card? Like,
Yeah, I do.
awesome. I'd definitely be interested in doing something like this. Like, I run the juniors out of Winnipeg for active.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday afternoons, I run a tournament out of a place called Florence.
Yeah.
And streaming would be awesome. Like we've talked about many times. Like IT specialist back there, so the technology side of it's not an issue.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know what the better software was. This is something new.
This Wirecast is the top for doing, like the Wirecast Pro here, you can run full TV production. It's got green screen capability. You can do live replays. You can do.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Well, I'll definitely give you a shout when I get back home and see what it's
And
working out. So.
sort of the thing we work out with it is I mean, instead of going full out. Sorry, guys, had the mic off there. We're chatting a little bit with one of the refs here. How does the score work? I think, yeah, the way Jed said, 1 point per ball, three for the 8 ball. Sorry, guys, I'll try to catch up with the comments here. Thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in. Yeah, so we're playing total points, 5 rounds, 25 games. 1 point per ball, 3 for the 8 ball, for a total of 10. Once a team's far enough ahead, it's impossible for the other team to catch up. The match is over. And like in my match yesterday, we were tied after the 25th game for points. Dead tie, so if that comes about, you play the last round over, the last 5 games over to determine a winner. If you're still tied at that, you start over and play the last 5 rounds again, or last 5 games again. Hey, good morning, Todd. I think you got a little lucky roll there. I think he's got that 8 in straight in the corner. Again, the score will be off here, but because we had a couple games in between, but I'll double check here in a minute. Once these guys get into the 120, 125 point range, is getting towards where it's getting down to the end. It's a maximum of 250 points. 25 games, 10 points a game. Let's see what the other table's doing here. Ooh, that didn't turn out too well. He'll have that in the top right corner if he wants, but that'll be sending that cue ball towards that top left corner as we're looking at it. Nice shot. How'd he hit that? It's just that 8 ball's on this bottom rail there near that diamond, and the 3 ball, I believe. And he doesn't have anything really easy to get over to that to try to break it out. But that 8 ball, if he chooses so, if he gets to that, looks like it'll bank to either that top left corner or that side, should go by where he's standing. But a little bit of work to do to get to that. Hey Bruce, how you doing? That's, he's just looking at it at 8 to see if it'd bank in that, back to that side. He could give himself an angle on the 11 here to play and try to come across down for that 8, and that's bottom right hand corner as we're looking at it. Just slow rolls that in like that, leave himself an angle. We'll see. He was looking at that 8 for banking it back to that, lining that up, but we'll see how he works this in, whether he is it bank or tries to come around. What do they charge you for that? I think I'm gonna have to go get something here soon. He's calling that bank side. Now, John's sitting pretty good. Not usually. They don't. Very little safes. They shoot well enough that they're usually out. They're playing pretty good, and even if they do play a safe, they have to have it locked up so tight because they shoot so well. Guys can get it out of them pretty easy. This level, there's not really a containing safety that would work at a lower level where you leave a guy at the bottom rail or something like that with a long shot. These guys will make those 90% of the time. I'm just going to double check scores here, guys, and where we're at. So, 88 for Team Spainola, 77 for AIM. So, this is Mike Burton at the table, standing right behind his own picture there. Morning, David. Yeah, with everybody joining us here this morning, if I get everybody to click that share button at the bottom of the screen, that'd be great. Share the stream. Nice shot. Now, I don't know if he'll take this in the side or play that 10 and come out 2 rails around for the 12 or 13. Or is that the 9 ball up there? Sorry. Thanks, Loretta. Nice shot. He's got either one if he wants, but he'll take that 9 in the top, and then that 12 will come to this bottom left corner where he's standing there. And if he's got the angle, he can stop straight there.
I was like gasping.
Grant was telling me about it this morning. Well, it was a good weekend until my truck's screwed. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, he said that something happened to your drivetrain
Yeah.
or something.
That's, yeah, the traction control module or something. Doesn't go like 10. And it's, so I gotta phone and get it towed back to Calgary this morning. I
Why
got
don't you just even get it fixed here rather than getting it towed?
I got AMA. Doesn't cost me nothing.
For the outlet for the whole, whatever, 150 kilometers or whatever?
I got the top membership. I'll tow it up to 400 at once. And then I got another 5 tows up to 160 kilometers each. 160, so I can use one of the small ones. I got the Premier RV, so I can tow my trailer and truck. Everybody's got a problem that's watching. It's a good addiction to have. The dates for Niagara in March are, I know we're heading out March 10th. It starts on the Tuesday, which is the 13th. So the CCS Canadian Championships are the March 13th to the 17th. And we will be out there. We're heading out March 10th to have a day of playing tourist before we set up and get going. Well, if anybody's in pool to make money, you're doing it wrong, because it's unless you're like Shane Van Boning or Jason Shaw or one of those top guys, you're not gonna. Hard to support yourself playing pool.
Hopefully we can change all that.
Yeah. Yeah, be like me, just get divorced, then you don't have that problem. Saves you some money too.
I so need this. What are we looking for? Oh wow. How many games left?
I don't know, that's higher.
We actually did last night. So we started at 25 here. At every game that finished, we do a countdown. It was pretty awesome.
No, there's every team left. We just got lucky and got a match moved the Masters for the first thing this morning to these tables. Not sure who will be up next, but there's every division playing, and we'll have all skill levels playing on the streams today. But this is the finals room, so as we're getting down, like I said, this is the A side semi-final match.
It's all available on Counter Sport too.
Yeah, you can make some money playing pool, but hard to support yourself. Yeah, cost of equipment and everything else, just like us streaming. We think we've come away with $100 or a couple $100 off a big long tournament in our pocket ahead of the game, but we've got close to 20 grand into equipment here that's we haven't even started paying off yet. So,
Only a little more to go.
and we want to add more to it. So, keep getting better and better. Hoping one day we'll have the money to pay for it all.
One day we will.
I don't know. Us with a telestrator, we can draw lines and stuff on the screen after we haven't slept for 4 or 5 days could be dangerous.
That would be dangerous.
Draw happy faces all over and yep, if we didn't love the game and what we're doing, we wouldn't be doing it. It's nice to have all that equipment and stuff like that, but now that we've added more and more, we're running into the problem. We're flying out to Penticton this next Sunday, and then out to Niagara Falls the week after that, and it's traveling with this stuff, and the luggage costs are costing more than our damn flights. So more and more we got to haul around. It just gets crazy pricey. I mean, we wouldn't mind driving to all these events, but we got full-time day jobs that we got to do, and we can't. Yeah, and we can't take driving 3 days each way down to Niagara Falls and stuff like that back and forth. Ultimate goal would be to get a big tour bus and haul it around and travel around, do this full time throughout North America, but what is my day job? I'm a power engineer. Grant's got his own little construction company, everything siding, roofing, everything exterior.
Looked into that just as it's
So we need somebody with a bunch of money that wants to drive us around a big motorhome and pay for us to go to tournaments and stream everything.
We need sugar daddies
Yeah.
or sugar mamas.
Yeah, I don't think Grant's wife would like that or my girlfriend like that, but
What's that?
Dave's last comment there.
Yeah, Steph might not permit that. She's here most of the time.
Yeah.
$108, $104 for them. Not for.
So, updating the scores here. Just got the update. 4-point game.
How many?
Not yet. Come towards the end of the summer, they're legalizing marijuana. Although I can if I want because I got my medical marijuana card, but for the general public, that's they're talking about August legalizing everything now. Was supposed to be Canada Day, but it's being pushed back a little bit. Yeah, it's just we got a little trust issue with stuff maybe not showing up, and then we're in big trouble.
Sending out $15,000 worth of equipment. We kind of want to have
Yeah.
tabs on it.
Well, I mean, they got insurance and stuff for all that. 15 to 20 grand worth of our equipment going across, but it's the same with flying. They could lose your luggage, but that's something we're going to have to start looking into, though. Just with the checked baggage fees, because our first, like our clothing suitcases, everything, which we do put equipment in as well. It's $30 for our first bag each, and then every second bag is $40 each, and then if we have a third bag, it's $105 each way. Or if the bag's overweight or oversized, it's $100 each way. So
It's going to cost us $400.
that'll be anywhere $400 to $600 for us to go in luggage to go to Niagara Falls and Penticton by the time we're done. Well, Penticton's not so bad. We got friends driving that we can send some stuff to, but you can't rent our specialized equipment.
Program is $1,500.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, our laptop we can carry around, but all the external capture cards and our cameras and all the cable and wiring and everything else, it's band's pretty easy because you're plugging into a sound, like we got a full soundboard and wireless mic systems, and with us doing Q sales and Q raffles, I got two 12 by 24 dealer Q cases that we carry all our Qs around in, and we got some plans with that, and to hopefully have some people streaming for us in different locations across North America. We got a plan for that, so if anyone is interested in looking at setting up and wants to get into streaming, you can message us and we can go over details and some stuff like that. I was talking to one gentleman here earlier today that wants to look at doing that for us in Winnipeg, which I have to fill Grant in on while he was sleeping in. Yeah, nice, Neil. So with your second class, you're probably working in a big plant or hospital or something along that line. So I'm building operations. So I look after some government of Alberta commercial buildings. We are interested in having anybody stream for us around the world if we can get them. And we got some plans for that, and it's easy to where hopefully everybody can make some money.
Yeah, we do have minimum.
Yeah, well, there's some minimum requirements, and we want to keep the quality up. But if you guys want to inbox us or message us, we can, or send us an email. We can get in contact with you and go over that stuff.
I'm gonna go smoke and then I'll come back and jump on.
Hey.
Starting to wake up a little bit.
Yeah. So the way it worked, like our Q Sports Live Facebook page here, all you do is, as you see, say we got 10 locations, they're going live all on the same weekend. As of you guys, the viewers, all you do is scroll down the wall and pick which one you want to watch. They're all going live at the same time, and that's the plan, is to have multiple streams every day of the week going on so everybody can watch and grow and grow and grow to where we can get some big national, international sponsors like the Predators or the big Q companies, Omega Billiards, stuff like that, to where we're got a big enough following and going live all over the place to where we can get some big national, international advertisers with us. Grant doesn't even have his mic on. He's sitting beside me talking, so I don't know if you can hear him pick himself up, or pick up him. He's going outside for a smoke. He'll be back in, throw a mic on. So we got to be getting down to the last 5 or 6 games somewhere in around here. I'm just going to take a quick look so we can try and keep you up to date on these games here and see where everybody's at. $114, 108 for Team Bainola with 8 games total left to play. Mike's got some work here with those high balls here to get out. Although if you wanted to duck and hide somewhere here, this would be the place to do it. Doesn't look like he's looking to do that though. He'll try to jump this off the rail into that and break that up, I think. Just like that. Now, I don't know if that 9 passes the 1, which he's just going around to take a look at. He does have that 15 in the side, but if you were to cut this, I believe it's 14 right in front of the cue ball there to this bottom right-hand corner, he can send that cue ball into that 9, 10 against the rail there. Or if that 9 does passes, he might try to draw this 3 rails out. Miscue. That's not all that bad. There's big mess around that top rail as we're looking at it. Okay, at the university. Opus Pocket King score. I have no idea. Are they the ones playing in the background? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. So 2 games we played yesterday. I haven't played that bad in a tournament in probably 15 years. So I couldn't sink anything straight in. Oh, I'm tired. I only had 3 hours sleep the first 2 nights. So everybody snoring like packed in our room, right? I just could not. And then sitting in here and looking at this for as long, I couldn't even. All the balls were blurry.
Oh my.
And then I missed cue for what would have been an easy out and about a 6 or 7 point swing in there because we tied. So we're playing the last round over, and I'm starting off, and it was like an 8 point swing. Yeah. This is not bad. I'm looking down here. This is worse than this, but I'm trying to. But just there's one in the corner over there, Mike. Ref's name's Dave.
He is not even into it. I hate that rep. Like he's like sitting over there with his phone with his feet up like this. It's like no one wants to see your fucking dirty feet.
Right?
Oh, that's disgusting. Why are you wearing sandals in winter? Yeah. Definitely not.
So, there's a little bit of a change, a little bit of a safety battle there, which I actually enjoy watching and even more playing. I love them. Because I usually got more patience than everybody else that gets into those.
I actually like playing safeties as well. Just because it's like, there's a little bit more art to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just play. Well, I mean, you gotta play it good, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not just like anybody can just
Yeah. Mike came out of that looking pretty good here. Teresa, you can look that up on CompuSport. Type in her name; it'll show where she is in any of the brackets.
He's asking about Teresa.
Loretta, Teresa. No, he can. That's straight in the side pocket. It's just him trying to get back out for that 9 ball. Like I said, I think he's almost straight in on that angle. So that was a big swing on the other table there. I am just a table up 10th and Ben's going to run over and just double check the scores, but we should be down to 6 games left, I believe. They're going into the last round now. All Mike's got to do is draw this to the off this bottom rail here and back out center of the table. That's gonna hurt. The only good thing is if he can, if he can kick this in, that 8 ball sitting right there, and it does pass this 4 to this cornered. Scores right. It's just tight window come in. He can play it off this bottom rail near the side pocket and spin it down. Although you just want to do it just pocket weight. You don't want to follow it in because, like I said, the 8 ball's right there. I think he's going to spin this a little too much the way he's aiming. Not enough. And you know what? That's not bad with that 7 down there. I don't think it'll go in. There's still lots of work here, even with ball in hand. At that angle, that 7, you can't push that through the 11. He's got that 5-3 tied up. You got to hope you can go into that 5-3 and maybe push your 5 ball down and sink that 11. That 11 sitting far enough out, you can't push that 5 through it either. So
That's our schedule. Yeah, so that's our schedule. So we got ladies advanced at 10, open advanced at 12, ladies masters at 2, men's masters at 4. If it goes double dip, it'll be again at 6.
So we'll get Grant to throw a mic on here in a minute.
Yeah, I just want to do some numbers for them.
Well, he's making a big mess in there. He'll be trying to duck and hide here soon, I think, but even if Mike does sink that 11 or can get into that 11 kicking at it, that 8 ball is tough. Well, that 8 you can bank to this bottom right corner. You know what he could do here is play off the 7, sink the 11, and leave that cue ball right near the 8. Just pop that 7 off the rail a little bit, and that 8 ball's not going to go anywhere.
Let's go off the 7 and keep the 11.
Into the 11, leave the cue ball right there. It's no call. All Mike can do is touch that 8 ball up to the right, frozen to the 5. No, he can kick at that. Like I said, you want that 11 ball's hurting you. He's calling just a safe off the 1, but depends where he puts that 1. I can see Mike getting that 3 out of the way too. Instead of kicking for it, just give him ball in hand, but bank that 3 up table. What's that? Did they win?
Nope.
No? Are they out now? No. Said if I were Mike, I wouldn't. Don't know if I'd be kicking at that. Unless you're gonna go full out and then have to bank that 8 ball. I think if he doesn't make this, all it does, if he breaks everything out, it loses the game for you. I said I would have banked that 3 up table. You've got nothing for him to break that 7-5 out. All he's doing there is he's lining that up for the combo. Mike's got a bank side with the 8, with playing that with inside right, hopefully to spin that 8 ball into that side. Because he can't hit the angle he needs with that 7 ball there, so he's going to have to try to throw that 8. Like I said, he's got to spin that, so he'd be playing that with right hand bottom to transfer left spin on that 8 off the rail. Thing is, you can't hit this hard. Ooh, close. It's still tough here. He's got a tough first shot. He could play safe, just roll up and touch the 5, but that'll leave a jump shot. That's what he's doing. He left space for a jump. There's 6 inches in between those. And he's only having to jump about a half a ball, looks like, that 5. And then even if Mike does hit this, now he's got 2 balls tied up again. See that this morning? There again, he's hitting that 5, tied his 5-3 up. I don't know if he's... Hello? Good. Yeah, sorry guys, I had a phone call. My mom phoning harassing me. So Ben just updated the score, 24-20.
There's like a soup and salad combo for $10. I don't like cream of mushroom soups. What?
That's one of my favorites.
The white people drink.
Well, you mix that, put it in rice and everything else, and then it's make it Asian. Yeah.
No, shiitake mushrooms, yeah.
Those are those big ones, aren't they?
Portobello? No.
Oh, they have.
They're more woody.
Woody.
Woody and nutty.
I can eat just a big bowl of mushrooms. I love
Love mushrooms, yeah. But I just don't like the cream in the
soup,
mushrooms.
yeah.
That's why. I like it like consomme, like very clean broth. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind if my spoon would stand up in it. So.
Oh no, I can't. It's too heavy. That's why.
That's the same with gravy. I hate thin, runny gravy.
I love gravy. That I can drink. And it has to be thick.
Yeah. I don't know if he's banking that. I'm sitting right in line behind him.
Okay, now I can put a mic on.
That's not a bad leave. It only leaves a bank. you know what? From here I'd tend to. I don't know. I like banking this back in the side.
What's he shooting 8?
Yeah.
You gotta play the corner bank there.
I practice my side banks so much. I like cutting that back in the side, but
Good morning, everyone. Well, I'll say it's morning. I don't know quite yet if it's good for me, but I'll say good morning anyway. Still a little bit tired from last night, but how is everybody this morning? Kind of
this
caught
will be tough. That
Yeah,
came
he
off
caught,
something on there.
It came off the horn. Just caught it.
Nice.
I am back.
Everyone say hi, Nigel.
What?
Nigel just tuned in again at the tournament desk.
Ah, very nice.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
$34-27. It's got to be coming down to the last game or two here.
Yeah, Loretta, we did draw the BK that was drawn right after the Masters singles match. Stephen Halem pulled the ticket, and it was Mark Mapatak was the winner. So we will have another couple of BK Rush when we
Next
go
week
live from Penticton.
We got a couple more lined up. Possibly 4 or 5 of the things if we're lucky.
Well, we'll have 2 in Penticton and hopefully 2 for Niagara Falls. Morning, David. So we got Jeremy Smith is at the table right now. And I think he would be correct in taking this 6 right now. It's a fairly easy side bank there.
I don't know if he was looking to see if he could cut it, but
I can't tell the distance away from the side pocket.
I think that's 8 might be in the way for cutting that, but I mean it's. Or he's.
Oh, is he highball?
I don't know. Yeah, he must be the way he's looking at.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say there's lots of other low balls for him to shoot at if he was. Ooh, off the horn of the bank.
Was the right shot.
Yeah, that's not such a bad leave. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky shot here to.
Well, I was right on the bank shot, just rung on the colors. That was a really nice stroke there. Yep, Bernie, this is the last day. So we'll have a lot of the finals. I just got handed our schedule. So as soon as this match is done, we have some ladies advanced. At 12 o'clock, we'll have the open advanced. 2 o'clock is the ladies masters. 4 o'clock is the men's master. If the men's master goes to a double dip, it is scheduled for 6. I'm not sure that we'll be able to do the live stream on the 6 o'clock match. We've got to get back to Calgary. I got two young boys that are waiting for me at home. So. But we'll bring you as much as what we can. He did not want that to be pushed over to that side rail there.
Check the score.
And he definitely did not want that rub either. That makes it a little tough.
No.
That'll be for a corner bank.
Just got to get the cue ball out of the way on this.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
These are the last 2 games? Wonder?
Yeah.
Tight match. So Jeremy gets to steal this one back.
Should be tied going into the last game then, if that's...
What's going on, buddy? I'm tired. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what time we finished last night, 2:30 or 3. Yeah, 2? When the stream ended? Yeah, and then we were in the room here for another half hour. And yeah, I think I got to bed at 3:15 or something this morning. So yeah, I'm a little tired. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 of everything.
I think they're tied. A win's a win here. Last game.
Oh my god, 144?
Last game. Win's a win. Yeah. Oh. Or no, there is. Sorry, is there
There is
one more
one
here?
more, yeah.
There is one more. Sorry. Getting a little excited. Which if I was on that table. That
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. No, we'd have to end the stream.
I have a feeling it was 10
Yeah.
nothing. I was on this table though, but I marked the score down
But
because
we
I
may
was.
not have even been on
Think
the
I,
table.
that's all we'd have to go. So I had this.
It was being
I
played
did
on.
score the first couple games dead on, but
I wasn't here, so I'm not sure. Thank you.
I have my jacket here, so don't.
Yep.
You want to take it?
I'm gonna sell it.
going to play.
59.60, yeah.
Good luck.
Laughable.
That bad or good?
Not bad.
Uh-oh. That was. Are you still in?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was A-side semi.
I don't want to do words. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, the guy at the table here shooting right now is Mike Abu. Very, very well-known player, very high-caliber player.
He finished second in the Masters singles. He won the A-side, but got double dipped by Stephen Holem.
Yeah. And he hasn't been, not to take anything away from Mike, he has not been playing very much as of late, but he has not only made a mark here with 8-ball, but also in snooker. He's run many, 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 many centuries.
I read that totally different for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, wow.
Lots and lots of work to do on there, but
I think that's just morning pool.
I'm trying to do too much.
Yeah, I think he might have overthought his processes there. Which does tend to happen when you're playing morning pool. Myself, I'm really not a very good morning pool player, especially at 8 o'clock.
And see where I prefer that.
Yeah,
I rather play 8 in the morning than 10 at night. Our chat can't be lagging behind.
No.
Should be going out the time dead on because we're watching our monitors bounce up and down with our voices as it's sending to you guys. The actual stream from when you guys are seeing it, it's about 30 seconds after it actually happens in the room here.
Yeah.
So
Good morning, Candace. So while he's working out that table, I think we'll just flip over to Mike Burton's game here. This one's coming down to it, so we'll go back to that other match. That one will take some time to work out.
So we need to get on a phone and bet with somebody like we're watching it live and say, I bet you banks this 8 2 times in the corner for $10. Because it happens here 30 seconds before.
Yeah. See, in Jet, I'm the other way. I'd rather start playing, 5, 6 o'clock at night. That's my time window.
But like I said many times, my normal work day starts at 5 a.m. I'm at work, so I'm up at about 3:45 every morning. So.
Yeah, good morning, Diane. I'm definitely on the tired side. I think it was about 3 o'clock this morning before I finally went to bed. And I think Mike got really unfortunate on that shot. I think he's just caught the edge of that 6-ball and is hooked.
Oh yeah. Just took a look down that line. He's got a little masse and he's right on the rail. So. I think he has to play it rail first.
Yeah, you're going to have to try and masse a little bit.
Yeah.
Tough shot now. All he needed to do was just bounce off that rail even a half an inch.
Yeah, he was good. It just sort of rolled up and touched.
Oh, wow. That took off right away.
Yep.
That was almost like shooting on a diamond table there.
There's still some work to do here.
There is, if that's...
Down to the last couple games, a little more added pressure. It is so close.
Nope. I think we have a disclaimer that we don't start streaming at least until 8 o'clock. Yeah, again, guys, I think it is due to the fact they are very, very tight in the match. So they're trying to be sure of their shots, but again, it's morning pool, so I'm not sure. I don't have the answers. Mm-hmm. Wow. That is on the 50-yard line there. Halfway between the 2 and the 3 ball.
Oh no. Scratched, followed straight in.
Wow. Yeah, I think some nerves are starting to take over here. Being a match that's this close.
No, he's going to hook himself here too. Look at that.
Yeah, I think it's. I think nerves are starting to kick in. When you're this close in a match and playing on the live stream does add an extra element of pressure. So you've got almost everything working against you, right?
Yep.
Morning pool, close match, and playing on the live stream. And guys, once again, if you can help us out, share the stream, we'd appreciate that. Click that share button down on the bottom left, share to your friends, and you can also share to any of the pool groups that you're members of. Nice effort on the jump shot. Didn't miss that by much. Yeah, it could be bad coffee for sure. Yeah, he certainly didn't miss that jump shot by much. So this should be Mike Burton's match here, or Mike Burton's game, I should say. Mike Burton wins that one 10-6. So I think that's it, actually. Mike Abu needs 6 balls. That is the 6th right there.
That's 5th. Or no, that is 6th.
Oh, I actually need 7 balls here. So this 2 ball does it. I'm not sure that Mike knows that it. Oh, sorry guys. Fell asleep at the wheel there. There it is. Little bit of controversy.
If this game comes down to it, we can stop the stream, go back and look, because I did put the score down for this one. But, what's that? The first 2 games I did, yeah. If it comes down to where it's in question, we'll stop the stream like after. Is it? Are you guys got to play last game? Play the game. If it comes down to where it's that 1 point at the end, we'll stop.
Coming down to right now. That's what we're telling you.
Yeah.
So if the 1 point is not on, then we have to play. If the point is on,
I think going back, I think it was dead dry. You didn't have anything down. But
We can.
then we have no question.
Yeah. Guys,
Okay,
we're gonna
guys,
have
we're gonna have to stop the stream.
shut down. We'll be back. There is a discrepancy, so we're gonna shut down.
because we have to go back and see that first game, so we're gonna stop the stream. We'll be right back
And
with it, especially if they have to play. If not, we'll come back when we do have a match on here.
right,
So
but we'll if there is another game to
We'll
be
be ba-
played,
we'll be back
we'll
right
make
away.
sure that it goes onto the live stream. So we will be back.
is it your break, Jeremy? No. Break. If he sings 2 balls, then we don't even have to stop. But